What's up, y'all? Welcome back to another video, the first video of 2025. Can I get a little commotion? Happy New Year, y'all. I'm not gonna lie. 2024 had a lot of highs. Gotta give it its sins, you know what I'm saying? Gotta give it the flowers. But 2024 was also a little rough, especially on the tail end, y'all. I'm not gonna lie. But yeah, I'm super excited to be kind of getting back into the swing of things and really kind of being on top of things going into 2025. I know last year at the top of the year, I was like, I'm going to prioritize my YouTube and this is going to be the year, blah, 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 blah. Okay, that didn't happen, clearly. It's a new year. It's a new day. We're going to try again. We're going to do better. We're going to be better. I think, honestly, for me, the biggest thing, and this is a lesson that I learned in 2024, striving for consistency versus striving for perfection. I mean, once I learned that and once that really clicked for me, it made such a difference in just the way that I view my approach to content, the way I approach so many different things. And so that's all I got for y'all. You know what I'm saying? Consistency. Now, what that consistency looks like, I don't quite know. I do know because I do have a plan, but at the end of the day, I'm really just striving for consistency. And I think that's a really real place to be in. And I think a very achievable place to be in as it turns to, or as it relates to making content. As you guys could see from the title of this video, this is another episode or another part, part episode of my Brooklyn Chronicles, which are vlogs that are specific to the life that I live day in, day out here in New York. There will be other kinds of vlogs, other kinds of videos that come along on the channel. But I felt like, a lot of people before I moved and after moving wanted to see what my life looked like. They wanted to live vicariously. And so that is what this series of vlogs is all about. So I'm going to do a little bit more of a deep dive tomorrow about kind of just what my life looks like, what I'm doing for work now, because I posted like 2 Brooklyn vlogs, I guess like over the summer, and pretty much just never came back. Lots of months have passed by, a lot of life has passed by, and you guys need to be brought up to speed, and I want to bring you up to speed. So I will do that tomorrow. But right now, I just wanted to kick off the vlog. I wanted to say hello, happy new year. By the way, did y'all saw the new intro? Do y'all like that? I made that a couple weeks ago. I felt like new year, I needed to like spice things up. You know what I mean? Add a little. I don't know. New intro, new year, new content. Let's get it. Today is actually New Year's Day. I didn't want to wait until tomorrow to kick off the vlog because I just felt like I just wanted to like get in there. You know what I mean? I wanted to get it done. I wanted to do it. Tonight I am honestly getting ready to go to bed. One of my biggest goals for this year is just having a better sleep schedule and honestly having a better wind down and like morning routine. Um, so yeah, we're gonna start that today. I'm getting ready to eat dinner. It's about 7-ish. And my bedtime is roughly 9:30, 9:45. So I'm getting ready to eat dinner. I'm gonna watch a little YouTube, and then yeah, I'll kind of walk through my nighttime routine with you guys. So let's get into it. Okay, so for dinner tonight, I'm having this soup that Tiana made. It might not actually be technically a soup. I'm gonna call it a soup because there's like this broth situation happening, but it's like ground turkey, potatoes, there's kale. It's a good time. She kills it every time she makes it. And then I don't know about you guys, but I really like my soup with grilled cheese. So I made me a little grilled cheese on the side to go with my soup. And let me go ahead and just say this before I know somebody's going to say this. Oh my gosh, you're eating in your bed. Oh my gosh, crumbs. Oh my gosh, soup. You're going to eat soup in your bed. What's wrong with you? Hey, 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 baby. Hey, 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 hey. Unless one of y'all are finna buy me a dining room table, which does not currently exist in my apartment, I don't want to hear it. I don't want to hear it. I don't come into your house and tell you how to live your life. So don't do that with me. Thank you very much. Good morning. I'm not gonna lie, I'm really feeling I don't know. I overslept. I was supposed to get up around 6 this morning. And it's currently like 10:30. Um, and I got up like 30 minutes ago, basically. So very late start to the day, but it's okay. I have today off, so there definitely are some things I want to do and need to do. But even my to-do list for today wasn't that long that like waking up a few hours late was gonna ruin my day. So we're all good. I don't know if you guys can like hear it, but basically one of my roommates is like she's sick. And I mean like coughing up a lung sick. And so I've been like spraying and disinfecting the whole house, but then I woke up this morning and I got a little scratch. So I'm going to be drinking a lot of tea, a lot of immunity booster. Like I'm just not I hate being sick. I mean, I'm sure no one enjoys it, but like I feel like there's like a stereotype that like men are insufferable when they're sick, and I fit that stereotype. I, to myself, am insufferable. Despise being sick, okay? So I was feeling fine yesterday. I just woke up with a little scratch today. If I learned anything from my mom, you nip it in the bud. You handle it immediately. If you wake up, you start feeling a little scratch, a little da da da. Don't wait till later today. Don't wait till tomorrow. Start working on it immediately. So that's what we're doing today. But yeah, like I think how like I mentioned yesterday, um, I feel like most people do their like goal setting before the new year actually comes. But I don't know. I had a lot kind of going on leading up to the end of my new year, and I wanted to spend New Year's Eve literally resting, which is exactly what I did. Um, so today, I do plan on just doing a little bit more of my like goal setting, kind of sitting and thinking about what I want to accomplish this year. And also, like I said, I'm going to talk to you guys just about life and catch you up to speed, give some updates, the things. So, yeah, I do need to go to the gym first. Well, I actually need to go to,
Savannah, slow down.
I have too much going on. So, I recently got back from Florida visiting family for Christmas. And when I got back, I was supposed to go grocery shopping. And because I came back and I like had work immediately the next day, and basically Unc was tired. Unc being tired. I think that's why I slept so long today because I'm just tired. Anyway, I didn't go to the grocery store, and it was getting really too close to the holidays, like too close to New Year's. And thinking about the amount of people in the store, I just wasn't in the mood. So I'm not gonna go crazy at the grocery store today. I'm really just getting enough stuff to kind of get through this week coming up, and I'll do like a more in depth grocery trip like next weekend. So quick run to the grocery store. I do need to go to the gym. Like I said, it's like 10:30. It is the day after New Year's. It's New Year's season, so I'm sure all the new gym baddies and guys are going to be there. And so I'm really trying to like not wait until I'm trying to go before like 4 or 5 o'clock because I don't want to get caught up in the post work rush. I'm sure that's when it's going to be the craziest. So I'm really trying to like, yeah, I'm really trying to just like go now. So I'm gonna quickly run to the store, eat something. Oh my gosh, the sun is sunning. But yeah, I'm gonna run to the store, eat, run to the gym, and then kind of like start getting my life together when I get back home. So yeah, that's kind of the rundown for today. I hope y'all are having a great New Year so far. Like I hope that whenever you're watching this, which this would be well after New Year's, well after New Year's Day, but I hope that your New Year's has been off to a good start. I hope that you are focused. And yeah, I hope that you feel like you have everything you need to make this year the best year possible. And it will be, and it can be if you make it that. So,
A few moments later.
all right, y'all. So, quick little update. I did go to the store earlier, very underdressed, might I add. It's only like 38 or 40 degrees, but the wind, it's definitely give it like 32, 31. Really cold. I didn't grab gloves, had one less layer than I should have. Besides the point. I came back and I was so ridiculously down bad. Like after I finished recording the clip like from earlier, I just like my stomach just started feeling crazy. I was talking to Tiana about it, and we basically believe that it's like a stomach bug. So anyway, still been hyped up on tea, drinking my water, hydration and stuff, and um, I took an immunity booster and I took some Dayquil, and I'm feeling a whole lot better. I was supposed to have already been to the gym and back by now. That didn't happen. But we are about to go now. We both took medicine and both feel better. Um, but we're gonna go like sit in the sauna, okay, sweat it out. I was supposed to do an ab workout today. I'm gonna try to do that as well. Now that I'm feeling better, so that was just a whole thing. In any case, just want to check in with y'all that your boy was down bad. Okay, very down bad. Better now. About to get changed. Go to the gym with T, and then yeah, I don't know. I spent the last couple hours in bed, so I don't know what I'm doing with my day, to be honest. Really hoping to bounce back sooner than later because I do work in the morning. I open um at my job, which I think I'll do that when I get back. We'll talk about that. Um, but yeah, so I need to bounce back because I have to work, and I can't afford to not go to work. So yeah. Anyway, let's get out of here. All right, so let's just jump into it. So remember how I said I was trying to like do what I needed to do to not get sick. Well, all my efforts were useless. I guess by the time I started feeling a little scratch in my throat, it was already too late. And this is almost a week, if not, what's today? Today is almost a week from the last clip of this vlog. A couple seconds ago, the last clip. It's been almost a week since then because literally the day after I recorded that last little bit, I was so immensely down bad. Like, tried to go to work, almost passed out and almost threw up at work, had to be sent home, spent the rest of that day in bed, and then spent the whole next day fully in bed. I don't even know I don't even know what I had. I think some version of the flu, but I had stomach pain and I had body chills and I was hot, but then I was cold and I was congested and I just had a whole bunch of symptoms and it was not a good time. I don't think I've ever been that sick. I don't think I've ever been that sick in my life. For sure, haven't been that sick in my adult life, and I hated every single second of it. Um, but thankfully, it is behind us, at least for the most part. I do still have like a slight lingering cough that I'm not a huge fan of. But other than that, we're doing pretty good. Okay. Feeling good, feeling more like myself, body's feeling good. And yeah, and we're pretty much back to it. So I really wanted this vlog to be a little bit more intuitive. I did have plans and things that I was planning on doing and showing you guys last week that unfortunately I just was too sick to show you. So there were multiple times I wanted to like film the vlog, like film me being sick. But when I tell y'all, I couldn't even think straight half the time. Like could not even. It took so much energy just to form a thought. Like it was just so bad. So in any case, now that I'm feeling better, I am going to do the portion of the video that is just kind of like the little catch up. Um, I was supposed to do this months ago and didn't get a chance to. But just as I'm moving forward and creating content for the new year, I just really I want everyone to be up to speed. I want you guys to know what I'm doing. So when I say stuff like, oh yeah, I went to work, you know what that means, and stuff like that. So that is what this next little portion will be. And then when this is over, I'm gonna go ahead and just wrap up the vlog because that was it. That's what the first week of my year looked like. So anyway, let's go ahead and just jump into the catch up. Okay, so boom. So I moved to New York June of 2024. Moved here, believe it or not, as crazy as it is. Moved here unemployed. 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 I was working in sports marketing, had been working in sports marketing for 2 years. One of our one of the company's major offices is located in New York City, and I applied for 5 positions at that office. Didn't get a single one. I at least got like past the recruiting stage for one of the positions, but they ended up going with another candidate who, even though I was telling them that I was getting ready to move to New York, they decided to go with the candidate who already lived here, and so yeah, which I remember being so mad and so frustrated because I was like, I gave 2 years of my life to this company, and for what? For me to not be given the opportunity when I'm trying to stay with the company to not stay with the company. Like it just was the most bizarre thing to me, and I remember being so frustrated. But I definitely found out later that it was working in my favor, and we're gonna get to that. But yeah, so I worked in retail. Also, I have a lot of retail experience in life, and I'm not gonna say what it was, but I worked for um, uh, a major fashion realtor. I don't know, retailer. There it is. I'm like, what? That's wrong. Retailer. I'm not gonna say the name of the company, but they're very similar to Bloomingdale's, but not Bloomingdale's. You know. So I worked for that company before when I lived in Florida, and so um, they had positions open in New York, and so I applied for some. And fortunately, I would say it was maybe like my fourth or fifth day living in New York, and I went to a hiring event. Actually, no, I think maybe I'd been here for about a week. I can't remember now. But in any case, let's just say it was a week. Was in New York for about a week, went to a hiring event and got hired on the spot for this retail position. Now, something that I already knew about this retailer is that it's commission based work if you work as a salesperson, which the position I applied for was in sales. And pretty much I won't say they sell you on a lie, because pretty much if you sell your soul, bend over backwards, work like a dog, you can really, really, really make some good commission, and it can be a very high paying role. However, things like store traffic, things like having too many people on your team, so then your competition is a little high and things like that. And so there are little nuances that they don't tell you about, that actual little like challenges that they don't tell you about, that make it difficult to achieve what they sell you on when you are being hired. And even though I knew that, I kind of got back into that same, like, pretty much they got me again. I felt like I worked there in Florida, but now I'm working there in New York, and so maybe it'd be better because it's New York and people love shopping in New York, and it was in a very touristy area. So I was like, okay, great, this will be amazing. It wasn't. It wasn't. Not a single second of it. Now I'm grateful for it. I made some amazing connections, made some cool friends there as well. So I'm not fully upset about the process. And there are some things that I got to experience. Like I literally got to be a part of Fashion Week last fall, and part of one of the events that I got to go to, I found out about from a coworker that I met at that job. So I'm not gonna fully dog on it, but it just wasn't the best experience. So I was doing that. Um, yeah, so I started working there over the summer, and then I would say towards the end of summer, like late July, going into August, I started working in fitness. So my cousin is a manager at like they're like a privately owned gym, but they have a couple locations around the city. And anyway, she knew that they were getting ready to open a new location and they were going to be hiring. And so yeah, I ended up applying, and I got the job working there, which I never would have thought I would work in the fitness industry, even though my job is like super, super chill. It's just like a front desk job, but it's really fun. It's really cool. It's not anything complicated, and so I started doing that in August of last year. So yeah, so by the end of the summer, I was working 2 jobs, and then through my job at the gym, I got connected with a coworker, now friend of mine, who she has a really crazy resume, and I'm not going to spend all my time breaking down her resume. But um, even though she's working in the fitness industry, she also has a background in marketing, specifically PR, specifically sports PR. And so just over the course of her life, she's had a chance to network and meet some really cool people. And I told her that I was a stylist, and in her line of work, she kind of works in the intersection, I would say, between sports and fashion. And so um, she really wanted to get me connected to some of her fashion connections and kind of help me kind of start getting my feet wet with some industry stuff. And sure enough, I ended up through her getting two different style based roles. And the industry is kind of, it's not freelancy, but like the way that it works and the way that getting works feels very similar to like an approach to freelance work. And so because of that, it wasn't like oh great, now I have these styling opportunities, let me quit my, clock in 9 to 5 esque jobs. It was like, no, now I just need to figure out how to juggle my styling gigs in addition to. So literally at one point I was working 4 jobs and I was working 6 days a week. And I did that for like 2 months. I think I did that August through October. Is that right? Yeah. No, yeah. I'm just gonna say August through November, basically. So I did that for a very long period of time, like a crazy person. Oh no, through October, because I remember right before Thanksgiving, I cut back my hours and at one of my jobs, and so I was only working um 5 days a week instead of 6. So, but yeah, and so I was doing that. So my styling gigs slowly started to pick up, and there was an opportunity between the two jobs that I had. One paid more than the other, which surprisingly, because it was commission, not getting into the details, but in any case, I made the decision to leave my job at the retailer and kind of prioritize giving a little bit more of my time to the gym. So currently, when I say that I'm going to work, I mean I'm going to work at the gym. And then in between my shifts at the gym, yeah, I juggle styling gigs as a stylist assistant. So I just felt like I needed to give y'all, like just an update on that because as I continue to put out more vlogs and stuff, I didn't want there to be like this aloofness or this mysteriousness um to what I do for work. I mean, I'm not telling y'all like what the gym is because I just don't feel like I should do all that. Um, so a little mysterious in a way still, but ultimately I wanted you guys to just be aware of what was going on. Um, Also, some updates I feel like I should share. Um, in the last version of my Brooklyn Chronicle vlogs, I did have a car. I no longer have that car. And not going into the details, that might be a TikTok might not be here anymore. Um, that might be a social media story time for another day. No promises. But long story short, I no longer own the car that I owned previously. So I am fully walking in public transiting, um, like every other average New Yorker. So, um, I think that's really the only updates. That's what I do for work. Yeah, I think that'll be really exciting when I can kind of start incorporating some of my like behind the scenes styling work into the vlogs. I feel like that's going to be so much fun, and it's going to just be like, I don't know. I know a lot of people enjoy watching my like New York based vlogs because it's kind of like getting a peek into my life and they get to live vicariously. And New York is a very exciting city, so it's just cool to see what someone else is doing. So I'm hoping that when I get to start incorporating some more of that stuff, it'll be really fun for you guys. So very excited. Alrighty, that's all I got for y'all. I'm so sorry that the vlog couldn't be better and a little bit more interesting. I promise it was going to be had I not gotten sick. Um, but yeah, I do think I think it was good for me to slow down though. I have a lot of ambition and I have a lot of really high hopes and a lot of goals and dreams for 2025. And so I think I just hit the ground running, which is usually not a bad thing, but I think I just hit the ground running trying to do too much. You know, eating better, incorporating new habits, working out regularly. Like there were just all these things that I was really trying to like posting content more consistently. Like there were so many things I was just ready to like go crazy with. Um, and I just believe everything happens for a reason. Um, and or more, maybe more so, that I believe that you can always make lemons out of lemons. That's not how that goes. You can always make lemonade out of your lemons. And so I feel like for me, like, the silver lining in me getting sick and me being bedridden for 48 hours and just feeling like trash, I feel like the silver lining there was that it gave me a lot of time to really slow down, to think, to focus. And um, I think my approach now to the new year is going to be a lot softer, still determined, still have goals, still ambitious, but I think just, you know, a little more controlled. I feel like I had a very chaotic view of how I wanted to go into the year, and now it feels a lot more concise and put together and just not rushed, basically. And so, and yeah, and I feel really good about that, you know? So 2025, it's gonna be a year. Definitely, like I said, goals around social media and posting consistently. I don't really know what it's gonna look like without having TikTok. Like, from a personal standpoint, I'm like, what do I do? Like, I spend so much time on TikTok. It's so entertaining. Like, but also from a social media growth type of, mindset or view, I'm also like, well, dang, I'm like, I had wanted to grow more and build my, following a little bit more on there, but, you know, it just kind of is what it is. But regardless, I do still have goals for growth in 2025 as far as social media goes. Um, and then outside of that, I just have a bunch of, a couple of other like personal goals. I want to read more. Just in general, I feel like I don't read. I mean, I read my Bible and like I do have a devotional that I read as well. But like aside from those things, and even those aren't the most consistent, just being honest. So definitely reading is a big thing for me in 2025. I really want to read more books. Um, yeah, so I think that's pretty much all I have for this video, y'all. Thanks so much for watching. Yeah, it'll be very soon. It will be very soon when you see the next video. And I can only say that. I wish I could be like, yeah, like, oh my gosh, videos coming every blah, 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 blah. Did that once, didn't stand on business, not doing that again. But what I will say is that I do have concepts. I have concepts of a plan, okay, of what, social media, specifically YouTube, what that will look like in 2025. But let's just take it one day at a time. Let's not get ahead of ourselves, right? Right? But yeah, if you made it to the end of this video and you are new, wow, thanks. And I hope that you come back again. There is a little subscribe button and a bell that you can hit if you would like to join us again. To anyone who is a returning viewer, thank you so much for watching my video and for watching all my videos in the past. And I'm hoping that they will look better, get better as we continue to move forward. And yeah, thank you guys so much as always, and I will catch y'all in the next video.